Hey guys, Marlon here from Games and Warriors channel, and today I have a live review of the long-awaited PS4 Pro review. So in this review, I'm going to tell you guys if the PS4 Pro itself is worth buying, as well as I also have a video right here, right here, I can't point correctly, right over here in the corner. Just a live demonstration of the resolution settings that I was able to use to kind of get a little bit more sharper visuals. So let's start off with the live review of the PS4 Pro. Now, of course, you know, the PS4 Pro is not a very pretty looking system. It's basically a PS4 Slim and a half of a PS4 Slim put together. It's like a double Big Mac or a McDonald's kind of thing going on here, but it's kind of crazy. Double stacker here. But the really cool part about the PS4 Pro is that it is the system of the future until the PlayStation 5 comes out. But one of the things that I really want to point out, for me, I was able to really see some visual differences with the PS4 Pro. So I'm going to play this video here shortly just to tell y'all you know, the settings that I've used just to get some visual capabilities here. Now, one of the very most important questions that people have been asking me about is it worth it? You know, do I need to use, do I need to have, sorry, a 1080p TV or not 1080p TV, a 4K TV, you know, to enjoy the PS4 Pro? No, you don't. You don't need a 4K TV. If you don't have a 4K TV, then that's fine. Now, here is the video that I'm gonna play real quick just to show y'all live what I'm talking about. Let me turn the volume down and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, wait a minute, I guess the video won't, here we go. So I was able to turn on put the resolution on RGB full, and of course you have the options there for HDR. That you can turn on and you can leave it on, and you definitely see deeper and rich colors there. I put that on automatic, so you definitely see a lot more crispiness to the quality. Of course, you have your deeper color output. You can leave that on automatic, or you can mess with the settings and your 1080 on your 1080p TV, and it will definitely look really good. So you will definitely see a difference there. Also, I even recorded parts of the UI, me like browsing across. It just seems a lot more faster than, you know, than the original PlayStation 4. Me just going across the settings when you turn it on and you're trying to, you know, slide across to pick a game or something like that. It's a lot quicker. It's just a lot faster than the original PlayStation 4. So that's with the extra, you know, hardware power, with the CPU and the graphics card there. But yeah, the PS4 Pro is definitely worth it in my opinion. Also, I have some games that was like optimized with the Pro patch from the ground up. So we have games like Titanfall 2. We have Ratchet and Clank. Now these games are just straight out the box with the Pro patch. When the Pro came out, these games were, you know, patched or whatever. So we have Ratchet and Clank. We also have Overwatch. That's a game, another game that was really patched as well. Looks really good, really sharp and crisp. Also, we have Battlefield 1, which got an update as well. So Battlefield 1 looking really good there. Let's see what else we have. We have Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. That's another Pro patch game as well. So just wanted to point that out. And The Last of Us Remastered. Oh my God, this game looks incredible on the PS4 Pro, and I'm telling you right now, this game is beautiful. So these are all the Pro patch games so far. There's over 30 optimized games for the PS4 Pro when it came out, because I believe now it's almost a month now. It's not almost a month yet, but in about 7 more days it's going to be a month. But these are all the games right now that are Pro enhanced that I have currently, as well as Final Fantasy 15. And Final Fantasy 15, you can go in there and mess with the settings and you can change. I think you can change it to heavy or light mode, and you can definitely see some visual differences there. But is the PS4 Pro worth it? Is it worth picking up right now? If you don't have a PlayStation 4, I would suggest you picking it up. Even if you have a PS4 right now and you're contemplating, I still think you should pick it up because the graphics, you can definitely see a bit of upgrade on the regular 1080p TV. Also, a very important thing to note, if you're a YouTuber, somebody who basically like stream, like me, I stream. And so a really cool thing with the PS4 Pro is that you can stream 1080p 60 frames per second on YouTube with the PS4 Pro. You could not do that with the regular PlayStation. So that's really awesome there, that you can stream at 1080p 60 frames per second on YouTube. That's a huge plus. Also, you have 4K Netflix streaming, so you can stream in 4K with Netflix as well. So that's really, really good stuff there. The fact that you can stream in 4K with Netflix, that's a huge plus. A bummer, the big bummer here with the PS4 Pro is that there's no Blu-ray, no 4K Blu-ray support, which is a slap to the face. I don't know why Sony did that. Maybe they can put an update out really soon to where you can actually, play, 4K Blu-rays. You know what I mean? Like that's ridiculous, because now in order for you to play, if you really want a system that can play 4K Blu-rays, you have to go with the Xbox S, the Xbox One S. That's a system that's 4K Blu-ray ready, but not the PS4 Pro. So if you put a 4K Blu-ray in here, it's not going to work. You need to have that capability in there. So it's a bummer. But other than that, you can put a regular Blu-ray movie in there and it works just fine, but just not that ultra 4K Blu-ray movie. Especially at Black Friday, I was trying to pick one up and I was like, oh God, I can't put it in my PS4 Pro because it won't work. I don't know why Sony did that. But as far as the design of the system, it's pretty much big black. I love the matte finish. I love the PlayStation silver reflection logo in there, looking really, really good there. Also on the back of the console, for people who are thinking about buying the PlayStation 4 Slim, a very important thing to note is that you don't have the optical out on the back of the PlayStation 4 Slim. So you might want to get the Pro for that, because the Pro and the original PS4 have the optical out. The PlayStation 4 Slim don't have that capability. So you want to think about that. But like I said, you don't need a 4K television right away. You don't need a 4K television right away to experience the crispy graphics. And is this true 4K? No, it's checkerboard rendering, it's checkerboard upscaling. It's really not a true 4K system, but this is the closest that we're going to get to 4K, to some kind of 4K resolution experience on a gaming console. Now, there's going to be some games in the future that is supposedly supposed to support native 4K on the PS4 Pro. We just going to have to wait and see. We're not going to get overly excited yet, but just to let y'all know, there's going to be some games that is going to support the PS4 Pro, that natively. That's what they're saying right now. But again, these are all the games that I have currently, including Final Fantasy 15, which was sent to me by Square Enix. Focus, camera, focus. My camera always blurs out. But these are all the games right now. We have The Last of Us, Call of Duty Infinite, Battlefield 1, Overwatch, which got Game of the Year. And I still don't believe it should have got Game of the Year over Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 is just excellent, but I get why they gave it, Game of the Year, because of that multiplayer extravaganza. It's just amazing. Also, Titanfall 2 and Ratchet and Clank. So yeah. So and Uncharted 4 as well too is optimized for the PS4 Pro. So that's the video that I use to just mess with the output settings. So faster operating system. You know, when you boot it up, you know, it's just really quick. You can go into the settings, go into a game, in and out. It's really fast. Now, download speeds is about the same. And everything else is about the same. Oh, and it's a lot more quieter. Like, this thing is quiet as a mouse. Like, literally, it's so quiet. When you turn this thing on, you can barely hear it. Like, when I used to have my original PS4 and I turned it on, man, this thing was really loud. Like, I was like, OMG, really loud. Especially when you get to certain parts of certain games or whatever, the fan kicks in and it's really loud. But nevertheless, the PS4 Pro is worth picking up if you don't have a PlayStation 4. It's definitely worth it over the PlayStation 4 Slim. It's also worth it if you have original PlayStation and you're trying to you know, make the upgrade. It's worth it because it's the future. It's the future. Let's be honest here. It's the future. And this is one of the closest things that we're going to get to 4K visuals on a console. So yes, it's worth it. I'm going to go ahead right now and answer some questions. If anybody have any questions regarding the PS4 Pro. Let me see here. So we have 7 people watching right now. Any questions regarding the PS4 Pro, guys? Any questions at all regarding the PS4 Pro? I'm just curious, out of curiosity. Any questions regarding the PS4 Pro? Any questions? Any questions at all? Any questions for me? I'm not seeing any questions at all regarding the PS4 Pro. But anyway, the PS4 Pro is definitely worth picking up. If you're on the fence, like I was in the beginning, I was like, you know what? I really have to make that investment because, yes, you can definitely see the visual changes performance-wise. It's so much more quicker than the original PlayStation 4. But yeah, it's worth buying. Thank y'all so much for the support. Leave in the comments down below. Let me know what y'all think about the PS4 Pro. I think I answered everything in this review. And I think I reviewed it very well. But yeah, and also with the PlayStation VR, it's definitely worth picking up because if you have PlayStation VR, you can definitely see some visual upgrades with some of the games and just the overall performance of the PlayStation VR. It's just a whole lot better. So just wanted to point that out there as well. So thank y'all so much for the support. Thank y'all so much for coming through to the PlayStation VR live review. I just wanted to do it live, you know, just to kind of get, you know, your feedbacks and stuff like that. But nobody have any feedback regarding the review. And I'm gonna double check again. Okay, programmer, how does the PS4 Pro, hello, does the PS4 Pro overheat? No. The PS4 Pro does not overheat. Again, guys, I'm taking in questions live right now. That's why I'm doing this. No, it does not overheat at all. No overheating. It's very quiet and very fast. You know, you can definitely see the visual upgrades. You know, if you turn on those settings that I showed earlier in the video, if you want to pause and go backwards to see the video that I showed, if you turn on your RGB settings, if you have an HDR TV, you'll definitely see it. But just on a regular standard 1080p TV, you can definitely see the crispiness of the UI itself, how fast it is, and things like that. Any more questions regarding the PS4 Pro? And again, like I said, it's definitely the future, you know, for PlayStation, because I don't see them coming out with a PS5 anytime soon. I see them really, you know, pushing the PS4 Pro, you know, to its limit as far as what it can do. The only bummer, like I said, no 4K Blu-ray support, which is ridiculous. It's crazy. I don't know why they did not support it. But again, that can be easily fixed with an update. Any more questions for me, guys? Any more questions? This is a 14-minute video, not trying to make it long. Any more questions? Any more questions at all before I close this review out? I'm guessing there's no more questions. So again, thank y'all so much for coming through to this quick review of the PS4 Pro. Thank you and peace. I'm out.